Good morning, happy Friday, and welcome to Clarity. My name's Barbara Gray, and this is our friend Paul Church.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday indeed.
So today is the day where we spend at least 2 hours with you, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and it's when March hands over to April. So
Bye,
logically, what we're going to do is I thought it'd be really nice if we focus on March at the 10 o'clock show.
Yeah.
And then we roll into the new products and the new ideas that we've got in store for you at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
It's like, and everything is available now. We kicked that off earlier this morning. So it doesn't mean you've got to wait until 2 o'clock if you want to pop stuff in your basket.
The thing is that March has been a bumper month dedicated to Japan.
Yes.
And we've launched a number of really, really beautiful stamp sets, not least the product of the month.
Yes.
Which is still live, which is still working until the end of the month.
Yep.
And so I thought it would be a really good idea to indulge those beautiful sets again.
Yeah.
And take a good look at them. And because many of you might not have seen them. I'm just seeing the artwork start to trickle in on Facebook pages. People are starting to post their art
Playing
now.
with the products that they've received.
Which is really great, and we appreciate
and
that.
it's all about sharing, isn't it? Sort of sharing what you make and be proud of what you've made.
Exactly. Well. So you know, I'm noticing now the beautiful dragonflies, and even the little miniatures are coming through.
Yes.
So the thing about shopping with Clarity, what we do is every month that we have special prices.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the month, all the prices revert back to the regular price. RRP.
Yeah.
So any of the special prices, any of the bundles, any of the collections that we're going to show you, they're all still true.
They are until the end of Tuesday, which is the 31st of March. And then, as Barb said, they then go back to their normal prices.
So that gives you plenty of opportunity still to treat yourself or invest in these lovely stamps that we're going to show you now. And then this afternoon, it's a whole other kettle of cod, and that then moves into
So it's like it's a pre-launch, but it's available now for you to take advantage.
Yeah.
Because the reason we have these shows for you, it sort of ties in with an idea that you had towards the end of last year that we kicked off in January.
Yes.
Which was the newspaper.
Yes.
And as part of those newspaper, we decided to also tie in the launch of product or products of the month. Yeah. Which have added benefits to them as well.
This is my baby.
The double points.
Yeah, so the newspaper is my baby.
Yeah.
And the double points, the idea is that there's always a product of the month.
Yes.
And the newspaper includes the product of the month. It includes lots of other loveliness as well,
does.
Right? But the thing is that the products of the month, explain about the double points, because that works really well,
It does. So for the current month of March, we've got 4 different items. And if you put any of those products of the month into your basket, anything else in the basket, what it does, it unlocks double loyalty points. So you automatically get loyalty points for shopping with us here at Clarity. But if you pop one of those particular items in there, it automatically gives you double points. So, and it can be anything that you put in your basket. So the summer retreats, the workshops, online courses, absolutely anything.
Even tomorrow's workshop.
Even tomorrow's workshop. So there's still time for you to enroll in that if you wish to as well. And so then they run for that period, and then that gets switched off, and then we launch a new one. But we always launch a couple of days prior, so that maybe you've used up your double points allowance and you're thinking, oh, I'd forgotten about that. And that's why it's nice to review what we've released in the current month.
Yeah.
And then you can take advantage with the one that's coming next month.
And the thing is that we're always welcoming new customers.
Yes.
Every day, new people are climbing on board and enjoying the benefits of being part of the Clarity community. Yesterday evening, I did a sneaky little live. Well, I'd been working upstairs in my art studio for all day, and then I suddenly felt the urge to talk to someone. And it was really nice to see a lot of familiar faces, but there were a couple of new names, you see.
Nice.
And even that on an impromptu half-hour chat. And so it would be remiss of us if we didn't just shine a light on these beautiful March launches as one, as a homage to Japan, because we love all things Japanese, and
Yeah.
two, as a shining a light on beautiful products for our new visitors as well.
And also, maybe you haven't tuned into every episode of Clarity Social TV. I mean, they're all available for you to go back and watch, but maybe you work during the week, but you have Fridays off, or maybe you're watching this over the weekend. And so it's nice to revisit, to have that month in review, isn't it?
Yeah. And so the newspaper, which, like I say, this is my baby. Every month, what we do is we publish a new newspaper, and it goes into all your orders.
Yeah.
So it's free, and it goes into the order. The April newspaper has already been going out this week.
Yeah, that started going out on Monday.
Because on the back of the newspaper, let me just show you in the March one, it gives you the TV times. They've all got the month, February, March, etc. And so it tells you exactly what's going on where. So this would be no good to you if you got it the middle of the month.
Yeah.
Right. So we send it, like the Radio Times, a week early.
Yeah. And it's nice because you can put it on your fridge, you can keep it as a reference, and then you go, oh, what's coming up this week on Clarity?
That's right.
So it's a nice sort of, and you could tick it off, you can put little notes on there.
I write articles, there are little gifts in there.
Yeah.
Let me just show you, for example, with the Japan month, this was a double issue.
It was, wasn't it?
So there's also, I don't know if you took advantage of the Japan 10.
Yeah, there was a special code on that.
Then there was an article, so our peace cranes, never been more important than now. You can see here there was calm, craft and contemplation, which I'm really leaning into now.
Yeah.
All about the different kanji symbols, and these stamp sets, which we launched this week actually.
On Monday, yes.
Right, they have been so popular, the little miniature ones.
Yeah.
Here was our product of the month, which was a special summer retreats. Our maker of the month was lovely Francis Knott in March. Then this was a special
double edition,
wasn't it? So here we had how to draw a geisha, step by step. Then there was a peace crane, fold origami, and we gave you a lovely piece of the paper as well. Not sure where that is.
We may have used it.
But there was also a video, and I did a YouTube
QR code
on there. Then, of course, in here, there was just a little promotional on the different, these were the new stamps as well.
They were really popular.
They kicked off Japan, didn't they?
They did indeed.
And then these were the little mini makes, the scenes, which we launched this week. So during the whole course, then we did a Sudoku. And then at the back there was so that was the March issue.
Yes.
Issue 3. These are collectibles. We got issue 3, issue 2, issue 1, and here is the spring edition, issue 4, which is our latest April edition. It's and there's a freebie. There's lovely stuff in there as well. We'll look at that again a little bit closer later,
definitely,
because that's got the product of the month in again, and that's what we're going to launch as well.
It is indeed
at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. We're going to concentrate more on that at that time. Yes.
So that's my waffle about the newspaper.
But I think it's nice. And you wanted it to be printed.
It lives on paper.
It lives on paper because it's something that you read.
Well, we are of that age, aren't we? We are
definitely.
Of that generation. We read magazines. We read newspapers. We're from that world. And, so in a bid to be nostalgic, I thought, right, I'm gonna publish a newspaper. And it may only be an A3 folded, but it's an A3 folded. You have no idea how much time and energy goes into that little A3 fold.
And I think it really shows, it really does, because it is that personal touch. It's not sort of like something that's mass produced. There's always a lot of thought, time and energy that goes into it.
Interesting reads.
Little quizzes in there as well, quotes from Dave on the back page. So it's all about, and it gives you sort of like an insight also of what's going on at Clarity.
And it's a thank you from us to you for placing an order. It's as simple as that.
And not everybody goes online, so not everybody is on Facebook, etc. We still get a high volume of our friends that actually call up to place orders
and to talk
as well, and to
talk for conversation. And a lot of our, like the Shack, for example, it hinges on community.
Yes.
You know, and this is just another community thing, isn't it?
It is indeed.
So let's have a think about March.
Okay.
The newspaper kind of strapped it together. So any order you place today, you will receive, if you haven't already, you will receive the March and the April. You'll get both.
I had the task of, when I print off the orders, right, has this person ordered before this month? No, they haven't. Right, they get the newspaper, but we're in this week, so they automatically get the April one as well.
And that's not us being tight. That's just us not wasting printed matter. Why would you?
Exactly.
You know, what do you need?
Especially if you're a regular order.
Yeah.
If you're ordering
Ken,
several
he could wallpaper his living room with newspapers every month.
So I've got a system that I work through. Yeah, okay, right. I search your okay. Oh, first, and I'd say the last couple of days we've had quite a high volume of orders that have their first order for this particular month. So this week, bonus, you get both the newspapers.
Cool, happy days.
So yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look, and I think we take it from the beginning.
Yep.
And
so
we work our way through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
So we'll do that on the full screen graphics for you. So these are the 4 different options for the March product of the month. You can see on your screen here, you've got your item number, which is 12304, and this is Barbara's Floral Hearts A5 stamp and mask set, and you've got the price there of £22.49. Now, if you belong to any of our clubs, then you automatically get your club discount as well. So 10% off for being in 1 club, 12.5% off for being in 2 clubs, and 15% off for being in all 3 clubs. So pop that in your basket and it automatically unlocks everything. Then we go on to the stencil option, item number 01119, £12.98 plus your club discount. Then we go Groovy, and the item number for this is 42621, £12.98.
So hearts and flowers, you know, if you invested in these are wonderful for April now, coming up for birthdays, anniversaries, Easter. These are just perfect. And what we did was, with the spacer plate, this additional spacer plate, for those of you who are new to Groovy, the starter kit that we sell has got an A5 square aperture in it to hold. So what you're looking at here is an A6 plate. Now that means it would float around in that aperture. So we provide you with a spacer plate which locks in as well to fill the space.
Yeah.
And on the spacer plate, you'll see that it says, "We love you, sending our love from us with love," because so many of our designs are always, "I love you."
Yes.
Sending all my love, you know, and so often we're sending, I send loads of cards from Dave and me. I don't lock Dave out the picture. Of course I don't.
No.
So much more, you know, I mean, sometimes if I'm writing to a girlfriend, perhaps it's me.
Yeah. But it's that personal touch, isn't it?
Yeah. So just to explain what that spacer actually means and the magic of these designs in stamp, I'm going to do a demo with the stamp and the stencil because they are so versatile.
Yes. And then the 4th option is the long-awaited return of the Rainbow Duo. This is your parchment and paper, the pastel rainbow, item number 42624. You get 4 different designs and you get 3 sheets of each in both the parchment and the intensifier paper as well.
So tell us, Paul, what is the purpose of the intensifier paper?
Okay, well, it does exactly what it says on the piece of paper. When you're working with parchment and you're, especially with lighter colors, like this really nice rainbow, is that when you're doing white work or you're tracing out, and then you put it on, say, a white background, then sometimes it can lose the clarity of the whiteness.
Yeah.
So by introducing the paper underneath it, it literally does intensify that color. And because they're the same patterns, the color is in the right place. Rather than put a solid color underneath and it changes the look of it, it helps to intensify the whiteness.
And the paper is brilliant for stamping on, just saying.
And the parchment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But don't think that the paper, obviously, but the paper is definitely brilliant for, as a background, you know, for paper crafters as well.
Absolutely. For die cutting, stamping on, for your everyday crafting.
Really good.
So they're the 4 different options. And we'll have a look at those.
Just keep
Barb's
the
got some
bucket.
art. Let me just find my list of where I've got it on there. And it's going to be this one here. There we go.
So this is the stamp set.
Yes.
And once again, just at the risk of repeating myself, this is one of the March products of the month. Now, it wasn't screaming Japan at you.
No.
Because you know, it's screaming, what it's screaming is love, romance, friendship,
calmness,
calm, peace,
you
know, flowers and hearts. What can I say? Yeah. And so let's have a look at a couple of pieces of artwork, and then we'll have a look at the products of the month, and then I'll do a little demo for you.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to use the stamps because I is a stamper. Right, but let's just take a look at some of the artwork. If we come in a little bit closer, you can see now how beautiful. The thing with the stamps as well is that they come with their with 2 different masks.
Yes.
So this is important to know because it's very easy to layer up as a result of having the masks. And what you'll find is you're masking off different areas. So this mask, you get the positive and the negative, and the cut line is here.
Yeah.
So in other words, the inside, right?
Yeah.
And then this mask, the cut line is on the outside. So what it does is it protects, you can shade on the inside and you can shade on the outside. It protects this piece.
The whole area.
Yeah, which is really, really clever.
And you really showed how that worked when we launched this, which will be available in our catch up and craft area on the website. So
this is how this ended up being all in one layer.
Yeah.
So this one is, let me see, Deborah Wheeler, lovely work. This one here is a Jane Telford. So she's layered up. And you can see though that she's used the stencils in the background. So why do you need the stencils? They tie in beautifully because they are the same design.
Yes.
Also, what Jane's done is she's used, because let me show you, there are open hearts.
Yes.
And I was showing you, God, a month ago now.
Yeah, it was.
But I showed you that you could stretch them and manipulate them really brilliantly.
Funky shaped hearts.
You could change the heart shape completely.
Yeah.
But what Jane's done is now she's used the mask that I just showed you. She's masked off the area outside.
Yeah.
And now she's able to put a really beautiful little scene on the
landscape.
Inside. So these are not only hearts and flowers, they are also fabulous landscape framers.
Scene builders.
So just seeing those two images should really open up loads of different possibilities. Now, this is a great one from Sam Crow, mixed media at its best. And you can see here, so she's using that clear glaze on there.
Glossy accents.
Glossy accents. And she's used the same, it's just a lovely mixed media. Reason I want to show you that artwork is to show you that it doesn't always have to be clean and busy. It can be dirty, grungy, you know, very mixed media-esque.
I think the style in which you illustrate, Barb, it caters for the different types of stamper, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
And also, you know, when you go back to this, at the risk of repeating myself, the usefulness of this set, which is why, you know, we were talking about, oh, we'll just flick through this. No, I think we're not going to flick through this because this really packs a punch. And all of these elements here, these dark elements, they are the infills for the stamp. That fits in there, that fits in there, that fits in. So you've got colouring options.
Instant colour.
But they're also beautiful to use independently.
Yeah.
You know? And this here is the infill for that.
Yeah.
And that is the infill for that. So if you wanted to add colour to the frame, it's instant.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Easy.
Yeah. And this is a lovely one from Deb McMullen. Love what she's done. She took our balloon people and then she's created almost like a figure 8 and used the background. It's very lovely, isn't it?
Nice.
Then we've got Tina Morris. This is gorgeous. Love that. And she's used the stencil, because that's the other thing about the stencils. There's more to that than meets the eye as well. Let me show you. I've got one here, Paul. When you take that stencil, let me just push this out of the way. You've got that. Lovely. But here you got that as well.
Yes.
So bingo. And that's how you get those beautiful, huge
large
outlines. Now, the reason that we added this to this is so that when you pop that in there, it acts almost like a placemate. It holds it in place. Otherwise, you've got a problem. How are you going to hold that on a piece of card?
Yeah.
This way, it sits in there and you can tape it down if you need to, and it protects the outside area as well as holding it in position.
Yes.
So a lot of thought went into that product too.
In a way, it's like the mask, isn't it, really, by
It's
having
exactly
the
that.
innie and the outie.
It really is that.
Yeah.
And so that product of the month that we just looked at, it's really interesting when you start to dissect it and look at the thought process that went into designing it. You realize actually it's quite something.
Because normally that would have been a solid 7x7 with the design in the middle, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
So
it's interesting to see how much thought goes into this, doesn't it? This is a lovely one. I love this. Deborah Wheeler. So she's taken the heart, she's filled it in with the stamp infill, and then
nice to have all that white space.
Lovely
as well,
white space. Yeah, we're big fans of that. Here's another one, Jane Telford, a lot of white space. So she's created a beautiful border, so inky border in the background, and then she's gold embossed. Just got to make sure that that background is nice and dry before you do that. This is another Jane Telford special. She's great, isn't she?
It's
Jane?
great on the craft card, isn't it? White on craft.
This is embossed again. So, you know, these images, when you think about occasions, sending all my love, love you, you know, whether this is for a daughter, a son, a grandchild, a granddaughter, a birthday card, and a friend, a husband, a wife, a partner.
If you're sending a card to someone, you're sending it with love anyway, aren't you?
You are.
So by putting a heart on it, I mean, look at the colours on these.
These are so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And now I'm just showing you lots of different possibilities of applications and styles. And there is so much more.
Is that like UT? That
paper sculpture.
Paper sculpture.
Yeah. And this one also, that's a clever one as well.
Yeah.
Where you use the hearts as little photo corners.
Perfect for wedding invites.
You're my everything. Very nice for wedding.
Yeah.
This is a
That'd
perfect
be like the
set.
RSVP, couldn't it?
This is a perfect set for an anniversary party, a wedding celebration. This is exactly right. You know? And I just happen to know, right, that we're looking at a lot of sentiments and words.
Yes.
So this might be the perfect graphic design.
Yeah.
And then wait a month, and then wait until you see the words that are coming through, big and bold and beautiful statements, statement stamps.
Nice.
So that'll be interesting. So there you go. That was what I wanted to show when it came to the...
just one option of the product of the month.
That's just the stamps. That's just the stamps.
There we go.
Good. So did we want to... Shall I...
Do you want to review the rest of the new launches, or do you want to do a demo?
I think... let's do the rest of the launches.
Okay, so let's have a look. We'll do it on full screen and we'll just flick through them quickly. And then
you're talking about the March launches now. Yeah.
Everything that we launched in March.
So the first thing we did was the product of the month.
Yes.
So just to reiterate, the product of the month is the one that you pop it in your basket and it releases.
I don't know where that came from.
It releases double points on everything in your basket. What was he doing there?
Unleashed. Tiger.
What's the word I'm thinking of?
Stupid. Going as red as my jumper.
Yeah, so it releases double points on everything else in your basket.
Yes.
So whether you put the stamps in, or the stencils, or the groovy plates, or the parchment.
Yes.
There you go.
So
that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, so we kicked off. It sort of tied in, really. This was the first launch. This was your Japanese blossom papers, which tied in with the Make a Crane. That was, and we gave you a free sheet of that in the newspaper for March. And I'm just going to jump back up then. I'll go back up to... There we go. Hang about.
And then we did, there's a little QR code. There's a video, YouTube. Loads of people have watched it now. And it's just a little 10-minute instructions on how to make these.
Yes. Yeah. We did it on one of the live shows as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. So you can see these are the papers, the blossoms, and these are all and you can go dinky.
Yeah.
You can go large. You can work out the process on the 5 by 5 inch paper. paper. It's very thin paper. It's
It
only
is
70
70
GSM.
GSM.
But then look, this one, I went down to 3 inches. Size matters, girls. But you can see, look at the difference.
Yeah.
And but when I did it, I did this with Linda Williams when she was visiting, and we were sitting at the kitchen table. We started out with a 5x5.
Yeah.
Then I trimmed it to 4.5 by 4.5, then 4, then 3.5. Then we finally, by the time we got to the 3 inch, it was a natural. It was easy. I wouldn't start with that one.
No.
You know, but these are so lovely. And then, as we showed you on the newspaper, what's really nice is that you can make it. You can just thread them all together and make a chain.
Yeah.
And it looks so beautiful. It's like a mobile, isn't it?
Yes, like a wind chime.
I've got one that a customer, a dear customer, gave me years ago, and I've had it hanging. It hangs by the window, and when it twists, it moves, and it's just so beautiful. It's
really nice.
Beautiful. Cats like it too.
So that was the very first launch. Then we went to Barbara's Love, Dream and Songbirds, the 2-way overlay stamp, mask and stencil collection. Now, these are the big collections that we're showing you. Everything is available in smaller bundles and individually as well, which you'll find in the show page. So this is where we sort of really cut up. This was the first Sunday of the month.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful.
With this collection. And then
they've been very popular.
Really, really popular because you've got the 2-way overlays on there.
Yeah.
That same type of stencil.
Same
where you've got your stencil mat as well.
Yes.
Then we went to, let me come down.
Also, with the stencils, you get the innie as well.
Yes,
you get the little circle
in
piece in the middle too.
Yeah.
You don't throw anything away.
Then we had the idea of the celebration sentiment rounds, the A6 stamp set. So these wrapped around the stamps, but also worked with the stencils as well.
Really lovely.
Then we had Groovy for our Groovy friends. So item number 42626. So the same designs, but because it's Groovy, it's all contained on one plate.
So that was $29.99 for 3, so a tenner each.
Yeah.
But then if you're in the clubs,
that brings it, if you're a Diamond Club member of all 3, £25.49.
That's good.
And all these prices will go back up at the end of the month as well.
And
Jane, hang on.
I've got to say, right,
yeah,
because obviously we're manufacturers, you know that we make everything in-house. We pretty much design and make everything here.
Yeah.
Upstairs, downstairs, it's like, isn't it?
Yeah.
And of course, at the moment, with the global situation, I can tell you now that the prices of our raw materials are going through the roof. You know that never waster crisis? Well, the polymer people, it's all oil related, you see. Polymer, acrylic, it all ties straight back into
the packaging as well.
The packaging, that's the other one that's gone mad.
Packaging.
So, but what I wanted to say was, we're not changing our prices. We're holding our prices.
Yeah.
So you support us, we'll support you. Okay.
Yeah.
We will absorb these price hikes. And I'm saying these are substantial. I could have cried when Dave came home and showed me what's happening with acrylic, which is the
Groovy plates. Yeah. And it's the fuel surcharge as well, because that's going up. So a lot of the couriers now, or they're saying they've got to put that on as well.
Yeah. So you know, we really appreciate your business, but I wanted to tell you, you're not going to get an email that says due to. You know, we've got plenty of them. we're getting lots of them, but we're gonna suck that up.
Yeah.
But then you've got to keep buying.
Okay. Then we had the celebration sentiment rounds, the A5 square Groovy plate, item number 42629. So again, this stands alone, but also works with those plates that we just looked at.
And they work with the butterfly ones as well.
They do, yeah. The ones that were illustrated in the shack.
Because we did shine a light on them as well.
Yeah.
And the bird trio, they kind of tie in.
It's that same style.
It's the same style. It's the same feel, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they work together really beautifully.
And they mix and match.
Yeah.
Then we had our next big launch.
This one went mad. Yeah. This one went mad. And I'm so glad that it did. Let's come to the artwork here. This was the biggie, wasn't it? And I was a little bit apprehensive because when I drew these very differently. I drew these with an electric pen, believe it or not, like a tattoo artist, and it was a bit of a gamble, wasn't it? Because, you know, I said,
I mean, you always draw with pen and ink.
I always draw with pen and ink,
Yeah.
But normally it's the Micron pens.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't draw with a pen that goes, you know, and it took some learning. That took a little bit of practice, I can tell you. But once you get into it, it was quite interesting. So, but I was thinking to myself, who's going to buy a load of twigs?
I know.
Right? That was a bit of a gamble, that one. But then I drew these dragonflies. They were also done like that.
Yes.
Right? And then they all work together. The artwork that's been on, I looked at it last night as well. I was looking on Facebook, and the artwork that you are producing, that you are creating with these stamps is just exciting.
I mean, I think, as you say, this was a risk. It was an unknown. It was a different style. You knew before you did it what you wanted to achieve.
And I did, and I knew, you know, it's what I know they're lovely, but I can't guarantee that you'll think they're lovely.
Exactly.
You know, so there were 2 of these sets this month in March. There was this set where I was like, and especially given the current climate, you can't afford to make mistakes at the moment, right? You can't afford to have a dud one.
No, exactly.
You really can't. And the other one was this week with a little miniature line art one.
Oh, yes.
And that blew the doors off as well.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. You know what I mean? Because you can't, as a manufacturer and designer, we're so close to the edge. I'm being straight now.
Yeah.
We're working so close just to keep going. And you can't afford to have a flop.
No.
You know, it's like the film industry, except it's not the film industry, but you know what I mean?
It's all that time, energy, investment and everything else. And then it launches at the cinema and
then nobody turns up. And then some critic says, oh, you know, rotten tomatoes. And then all that work and love all went down the toilet. And so on a very, very much smaller scale, but huge to us. Right. This was one of those ones. Because, you know, when you look at this and you think, what's she going to do with a bunch of twigs? But it blew and worked.
It did.
And then we also we introduced this lovely elements papers, and that really added the atmosphere or the narrative. We didn't even need words really, because it was the background with the big moons. And if you got that, you got to get the moon. We put a pair of moon masts together.
Yes, we did. I've got them somewhere.
Because it really, if you have a chance to go back and look at the, I don't know what show that was, but if you go to Catch Up TV, I definitely did the artwork to do. And there's a pair of moons, one with large and one with little.
I know to put them somewhere safe.
These are invaluable to work with this particular, so atmospheric. And you know, so it's 31973 and you get the large moons, but the thing about them is that they're you get the outer, so you can see the cut lines here, so that you can take the outside and make the white moon,
which you did, didn't you, with the
with the Posca pen, the fat white Posca pen. And then you've got these ones, which is brilliant for the smaller, you know, if you want to put a little moon behind. You don't have to use the whole twig, see, you just use a part of the twig. So believe it or not, these large stamps are also really exciting for mini makes. And you've got these tiny little, to me, these are the storytellers. You've got the birds, the flowers, the leaves, and then of course you've got the dragonflies. They are the storyteller, aren't they? So I'm really looking forward to getting my special pen out and trying something else.
Absolutely.
Because you really, this one blew us away. You know, we were always hopeful.
I'd say out of the whole month's releases, that was probably the biggest risk.
The biggest risk and the biggest result. That was the best one as well, wasn't it? It was like, make more.
Exactly.
So that was great.
So that's the collection on the screen. You see you've got that £7 saving, which means you're getting that card pack of the elements for free. But that price will go back up at the end of the month. Did you want to look at some artwork?
I do.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the art. Look at it. I know they went mad, didn't they?
I'm going to give you all of that, and then
we won't look at all of them. We'll look at a couple of them, so you can see. And let's just hone in a little bit further. There you go. So you can see you turn them into
So although they
trees.
weren't Japanese, but because the Japanese symbol's been added,
Yeah.
it gives it that, doesn't it?
And you can use little bits of it by masking off.
Yeah.
You can make boxes using light grey. Isn't that
now
gorgeous?
It's cherry blossom, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
you've been stamping in the pink.
A little bit of mix and match, a bird, a few twigs. You see a little bit of grass on there. Very, very lovely. Look at these. I'm just showing you. I'm aware of the time, so I just want to show you the different possibilities. Meadows, you know, branches, moody, less is more. Really fantastic.
Nice.
Very Japanese. Sam Crow. Looks like wisteria.
That's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, the cranes. Yeah.
Sonia Goodliff. Very painty.
Yes.
Come on in tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's the one with the Tina Morris with the
that moon.
The moon.
Yeah.
So it's just a sequential thing, isn't it? What goes first? We'll do that in a demo this afternoon. Just looking at some, just going through, just having a look. That's a nice one. There you go. So panel.
Nice.
Nice greys.
Yeah.
Easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really easy.
Nice blend.
This is a lovely one, Tina Morris. And it works with the little triangle people.
Triangle people as well. Yeah.
Here's a great panel, Tina Morris again. Panel, ...
Colour and then just
the twigs.
Yeah.
Sam Crow special day. Bowob papers.
Bowob
look
transfer.
Fantastic. Look at that.
Yeah.
This is a nice one. On the back, the Sheila Metzeler, you know those backdrop.
Oh, your landscape toppers and tags and backdrop papers. Yeah.
Lovely little look.
Mini
makes for the dragonflies. These are gorgeous. Look.
Look at those.
Clouds.
Yeah.
I know. I can see when you see the artwork and you see how it translates, you can really understand why this blew the doors off, can't you?
And that one, just going back to that one, so that's those branches, but they've been shaped.
You can manipulate them. Because they're just long, leggy twigs, you can turn them into a whole wreath if you feel inclined.
Yeah.
Look. So you can make, with one little leaf, you can make a whole tree.
I love
Look at that.
one.
Isn't that great?
Beautiful?
You can take one of the little flowers and you can make a blossom branch.
Yeah.
So you can use the hearts from the product of the month.
Yeah, that works really well,
nice as well. Yeah. That's the framer heart. Well, yeah. Yes. It's quite something when you see the versatility. Look, front, back, wee folk, moon. I mean, brilliant, that one.
Special day sentiment.
Jane Telford. Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? There you go. And this one is one more. Tina Morris. Look.
Looks tapestry.
Isn't it lovely?
Doesn't it? It looks
and that's that backdrop print again.
But doesn't it looks tapestry, the effect that you've got from that.
Loads of little grasses.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting. And I knew when I started seeing the samples from the design team, they're like our, I won't say guinea pigs, they're our ambassadors.
Yeah.
But they're also, I know when we receive this amount of artwork.
I know, it just kept coming in and coming in and coming in.
And I think, you know, there are designs that you invest in that are really useful, and that is them.
Yeah,
that is them.
Definitely.
So I'm really excited about
it. It's seasonal as well, isn't it? And so, and just when you look at that artwork, the different occasions that you could use it for.
And not one of those samples from the design team was using the Earth Elements card because they hadn't received it at that point. It was a bit of a lastminute.com, that one.
Yeah.
So just saying, don't be thinking, oh, it only works on that card. Well, it doesn't.
No.
It definitely doesn't. But once you get the card, you'll go, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
That and the moons, heaven.
Yeah. And then, because we knew that card was going to be popular, we did a duo pack with a £2 savings, and the item number for that was 31972. And then this went crazy as well. This is the Little Shackbirds A5 stamper mask set. This was, you was going to keep hold of this, wasn't you?
Yeah. Till I got back from the States.
Yeah.
And then I came in on Monday and I went, no way.
No. So this was another new launch in March. The item number for that is 12323. The Little Shackbirds A5 stamp and mask set.
Beautiful, aren't they?
I mean, we didn't even have the packaging done when we launched it. And then on the same day, we also launched the mini Japanese scene builder A6 stamp sets with the brand new handmade natural fiber artisan paper collection. £4.98 saving on that, bringing the price down to £29.99.
And this one was the other one that blew the doors off.
And this was Monday afternoon we launched this, and
I
the
know.
orders that are just coming in for this is crazy.
So lovely to do this. And so you're saving a £5 unless you're in the club, in which case you're saving more.
£9.48 if you're a Diamond Club member.
You pop them, really, and if you pop any of the product of the months in from March or April, then you get double points on this as well.
And then the final launch we did in March were the latest collection from Linda Williams. This is the Floral Arrangements MIDI Groovy Plate Quartet, item number 42630. You have a £6 saving, bringing it down to £29.96, plus your club discount.
Beautiful florals.
Yeah, really nice. You've got Lily of the Valley, you've got pansies, your sunflowers, and your sweet peas.
Well, and the thing is, of course, that we're as we move into April, this segues really beautifully into April, because April, you know, we have themes. We've had Japan March, and then April is flowers. All about flowers. And so
spring's definitely sprung.
Spring has sprung.
And the clocks go forward. They spring forward this weekend as
well. They do on Saturday, don't they? So we lose an hour.
We need that hour.
I said to Dave the other day, I said, what I need is for days to have 48 hours in each day.
I'd go along with that.
If each day had 48 hours, I might actually catch up with myself.
I don't think we would.
No. They said, well, you know, there's an answer in there somewhere. Why don't you just accept that everything takes twice as long?
True. Another way of looking at it.
Right. So that was
all our latest releases in March.
In March.
Yes.
So I was going to do a demo. Which takes the stamp and the stencil
from the product of the month.
So I'm all chilled now because I've been looking at the artwork. And if you're wondering about the new release, maybe what we could do is, before I start this demo, do you want to just have a quick look?
Absolutely. I'll do the full
screen. Just look at the new product of the month.
We'll do that now. So we have 3 different. Do you want to look at?
I'd rather look at the physical product.
Okay. Where do you want to start with? That one first?
Okay,
do you want the product?
We'll just show it to you, just in case you want to go shopping and you need a product of the month to double your basket points. Yeah,
definitely.
I think that's the way to go.
I just took out their packaging. Right. It's got the individual number on, so that you could see the design.
I see. Oh, okay, okay.
Hang on. These could have all be mixed up now. Hang on. That one went on there. We'll check the numbers on these, but I think that might be right.
But they're a bundle.
They are a bundle for the product of the month, but they are available individually.
But for the product of the month, they're a bundle.
It is
You've got
a bundle.
All 4 of them in your basket.
Yes. So I'm going to bring those details up now. There we go.
There we are.
Item number 01131. It's a decorative panel stencil collection, set 1, which gives you your lotus, your alliums, your butterfly swirls, and your ginkgo. £25.96 plus your club discount. Right.
So if we pan out a little bit, what have I done?
That's right, number 1.
Number 1. The cameraman's on strike. Right, so you can see here we've got these lovely stencils. Now, we've gone tall on these for lots of reasons. So we've got these tall panels. This is product of the month number 1. So if you pop this set of 4 into your basket, then you're going to get, I'm going to get rid of all of this because it is confuseit.com, right? So you've got these 4. There we go.
That's it. So that's your product of your month. One of them.
And this is one of the products of the month. And then we've got other things to support it. So what we did was, these are tools, so they work really well with the bookmarks. Enter
product of the month
number 2. So this is a great little consumable. These are bookmarks, 6 in total. 70131. Now look at the price, £5.99
plus your club
discount. These obviously work beautifully. You trim this right down to the art, and it fits in here absolutely perfectly. So there's an example of how they fit in there nicely. There you go. You're amazing.
That's lovely.
Yeah, lovely. So you can see how they fit. And of course, the thing about the stencils as well, but we'll go into this this afternoon, they're very chop-upable. And they also are wrappable. So there are lots of, I don't mean chop the stencil, I mean chop the artwork, but these are really, really cool. So product number 1, stencils.
Yeah.
Product number 2, bookmarks.
Product number 3.
Product number 3, let me give you all that, is the Groovy Plate. So the Groovy Plate is the same artwork as the 4 stencils designed by Lisa. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see that it comes with the lovely sentiments all boxed in, which makes it really easy to take the box and put it over the top of the artwork. So exactly like that, you can put Just For You over the top. You take one of the boxes, give it a box, then move the parchment up and then do the background like so. So very, very lovely. Glynis did that one for us. Little tassel, and they work really nicely, don't they?
They do indeed. So there are your 3 different options for your product of the month for April, but they are available now.
So we've got 3 altogether.
Yes.
And we're catering for everybody. We've got the Groovy Plate, beautiful background plate and messages.
Yeah.
Then we've got the stencils. So we're taking our foot off the stamp pedal because we really lent into stamps in March.
Yeah.
So we thought, let's go down the stencil road.
Lisa loves making the stencils.
Well, it was her idea. She designed these.
I know.
This was her idea. In fact, there's another set of 4 stencils. Can we have a quick look at them?
Of course we can, yeah.
Now, they're not, we'll have to have a look at these because they are, so I said to Lisa, I really like those tall stencils. They're beautiful. You know what would be amazing is if we could do landscape stencils as well. This is just in case you're deciding to fill your basket. I will come back to the March, demo.
Yes.
But I just want to show you these gorgeous, so these ones are long rather than tall.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you can see here, we've got these gorgeous, now these ones, of course, they're horizontal designs. And then we've got the trellis, which is, that doesn't have to be, that could be either way. I mean, this would work tall as well.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
No.
Right. So they could go both ways. But this one is definitely a long one.
Yeah.
So to speak. And there's another long one.
I can't believe how fine
this is gorgeous.
Those stalks are.
Yeah, and how robust that stamp is to use.
Yeah.
So this afternoon I'm going to do a demo with that one and that one.
Yeah.
Because we got loads of demos.
And they all fit in the bookmarks as well.
They fit in the bookmarks. They're exactly the same format.
Yeah.
And we've even got a pack of card.
We have.
Because then Lisa said, Lisa's really been on the ball on this one. So then we took, this is the other card, is it?
It is, it's the other card. Yeah, super smooth.
Right.
Premium card.
So we've got the premium card.
Yeah.
But it's the other card.
The other card.
So it's super, super smooth.
Super, super smooth, yes.
But it works really beautifully with alcohol ink. Yeah. That's what I used.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And paint.
Yeah.
So this one is really cool because the size, if I show you, is exactly perfect. Look, for the stencil.
Pop that in the middle.
So it works really nicely. And if you, yeah, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. And what you'll find is you can actually put 2 next to each other.
Nice.
Unless I've got a different set. Right. So there you go.
So
that works.
So that's on your screen, 31975.
And I think that's everything today.
We have got one other new item.
Have we? Should we show you that as well then? Oh, come on.
I won't
and then look, it's 10 to 11.
I know.
Then I'll have to do a quick demo.
Yeah. There we go.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, these are nice. I like these. I love these. Right, so theme, tall. You get it, right? Tall stencils, product of the month.
Yeah.
Tall Groovy Plate, basically.
Yes.
Product of the month. Tall bookmark, product of the month.
Yes.
So then I said to Jazz, I said, you know what we're missing? Especially with the tall twigs and branches and sprigs.
Yes. That's where it kicked off.
That's where it kicked off. Because I said, what I could really use is some tall messages.
Yeah.
Because all our messages seem to go in that direction. So that's how these ended up being born.
Yes.
Yes. So these ones are tall. You see, look, they're almost like one word a line rather than going across and saying, when nothing goes right, go left.
Yes.
Right, now we're going, when nothing goes right, go left.
left.
Life is too short to be anything but happy. So normally you'd go, life is too short to be anything but happy.
Yeah.
So instead of going wide, we're going narrow.
And I think you mentioned in the live last night, the only other stamps we've got in this style are the quote ones, but they're quite big, aren't they?
Yeah, they're big and chunky.
So
these are really lovely and delicate, and they work really, really beautifully with the twigs and sprigs and branches and dragonflies.
And the new stencils.
And the new stencil and the little Japanese ones.
Yes.
They're brilliant with the stencils.
Because you've got them into, we've got the duo there where you've got a £5.75 saving, which means that if you're not a club member and you buy the collection, you're getting that stamp for half price.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Also, you know, these are very feel good if you actually look at the sentiments. Thing about words is they are the storyteller, they are the narrative.
Yes.
So they are, you know, I've just been writing another newspaper about this actually. May. I know, talk about get ahead of the curve. It's because I'm going away. But the idea with words and sentiments is, of course, we do artwork, but then we want to give, you know, happy birthday, sure. You know, I understand that. But often we want to say something with our art.
Yes.
So you can make a picture and it has an impact. Art has impact. We know that. Now you add a message, let's call it a message rather than a sentiment.
Yeah.
Right. And then suddenly your art takes on a whole other kind of strength.
Yeah.
It takes on a power and energy. And that's where these stamps, they're not just generic, they really tell a story and they say something more than just happy anniversary.
I think also it shows that maybe you put a little bit more thought into the recipient.
Who's going to get the card.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if we take a look at these, you know, look on the bright side.
Yeah.
Which makes you want to start singing. You know, if somebody's going through a hard time, look on the bright side.
Yeah.
All will be okay. Live more, worry less. Make art, not war. I use this one all the time. I always have.
Yeah.
It's my that's my protest stamp. That's me hippie. Peace, man.
Power.
Yeah. Good things take time. Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah, that's another song.
You're always in my thoughts.
Yeah.
Cheer up, chick. I know a few people I could send that to. Be you, do you, for you.
Yeah.
That's so, you know, for you. Think about yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
So a lot of us don't. Take time to smell the roses. When nothing goes right, go left. I love that one. Life is too short to be anything but happy. Enjoy the little things. I stamped that out for myself earlier on, just because I needed to be reminded.
To enjoy the little things.
I forget that. It's a very Japanese idea.
Yeah.
Take joy in the small things, in the simple things. Enjoy the little things. Believe you can and you will. Be the change you want to see. You get what you give.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Definitely.
And then that is exactly the same, but in A6, in smaller mates.
And these would all work really well inside the heart.
They'd work beautifully
in that frame, wouldn't
in the
they?
frame. Really
so you're
nice.
giving a heart, and then you're putting a sentiment in there to convey the message.
And you can manipulate. So if it doesn't fit,
heart,
you can just stretch it so it does fit.
Yeah.
Can't you? Like these ones that I happen to have here, like that, right? If that doesn't fit like that,
you just
you know, you just take that and see that doesn't quite fit,
or
nearly. So then what you do is you just open it up a little bit like that. So you take that like so, and then you stretch that down on the mound.
Yeah.
There you go. And then you've got yourself a tall heart. I mean, I'm doing it on paper here.
And plus you're working to the inner part of the actual stamp itself. So you've still got.
But that's how it works. You just take the mark, you take this and you stretch it on the mount and it will fit perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, aren't they? Look, love that. And then you just open it up so that it fits.
So it's a real nice combination with the current product of the month as well.
Very lovely.
Yeah. And
nice, delicate, not too, you know, not too bold, but also feel good.
Yeah.
It's like,
definitely.
Cheer up, chick.
Yeah.
Cheer up, chick.
You can turn the chick into
Rooster.
a Chuck.
Cheer up, Chuck. Cheer up, Chuck. That's very northern, isn't it?
Yeah. Chuck.
Keep your pecker up, Chuck.
That could be a next set of stamps. Keep your pecker up.
We could just set a northern stance. All right,
I thought he was
Chuck.
going to say naughty stamp.
Northern, lovely. They have lovely affectionate ways of saying things that we don't say in the South.
No, we don't.
It's so nice. When I was at university in Manchester, I used to love I was always a petal. All right, petal. All right, Chuck.
Yeah.
All
Terms
right,
of endearment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go somewhere else. It's all right, me darling. Do you remember Dawn Wheeler? She calls everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
We've had a question come in. Ken wants to know if you're going to be taking your electronic pen and setting up a tattoo stand next to the pottery stand.
That can be arranged. You could be my guinea pig. Anita with a couple of swallows.
Clarity.
Oh, no. Oh, all right then.
On the other arm.
Clarity, Anita.
Yeah.
Love. Hate. Right, okay,
dear.
Demo time.
Demo time. Okie dokie. So product of the month.
Product of the month.
Yes. For
there
March.
is a download for this one.
There is indeed. So have a look on that.
But lots of tricks and tips on here.
Yeah.
So we've got a floral petunia heart.
Yeah. So this is available in our catch up and craft area. This was one. It was when we launched it back in February, it was a month ago today. And Barb didn't get round to it, so we knew that we was going to do a month in review.
Yeah.
And so this was the perfect opportunity.
Well, I took my inspiration from Debbie McMullen because I saw this card and I just fell in love with it. And I thought this is so interesting because it really it shows off so many different tricks. And then I just took that and modified the inside to show you another little trick.
Yeah.
If I come in a bit closer, you can see on the card. See the way that I've done this line technique, here.
That beveled look.
So I've done one side. This side isn't finished, if you like.
Yes.
Just to show you the difference, how you can make it look 3D or you know, 3D or more 3D.
Yes.
2B or not 2B. Right. So I want to show you. Let's get started. Very simple. We'll pan out a little bit and then we'll get started. So I've got a piece of 7x7. Premium card. And then I'm going to use the stamp. I've taken that one from the set.
Yeah.
That one. And I'm going to stamp it straight into the middle.
Okay.
And I'm not going to use black. I'm going to go gentle.
Right. Okay.
We did quite a lot in the month of March. We've been doing quite a lot of changing the colours from black.
Especially with those twigs and branches.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even think you used
I
black,
went to the browns.
You went to the browns.
There's a set of 4 of the archival ink pads that are really ideal because they've got like a grey,
I don't think
a
I've
black.
got those ones in here, but yeah.
I bet Jilly will find us.
She'll find it's got those.
But they're like little mini ink pads and they've got like black, grey, brown and a couple of browns, but they're really ideal for those twiggy branches and that. Right, so we'll take that and we'll just stamp that straight into the center and then we'll press. So this is just straightforward. I'll show you a couple of little tricks then on how to colour in. Right, so that's nice.
Nice.
Come in, got a good impression. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
The quality is amazing.
Lovely. So now I'm going to fast forward.
Yeah.
So I've already started a little bit of colouring and a little bit of. So let's just whiz through to the colouring now.
Okay.
And I'm going to use some of my polychromos that we sell.
We do spring, summer, autumn, winter, and also the essentials collection.
So I'm going to take a grey that I've sharpened well.
Yeah. From
the essentials collection, and the first thing I'm going to do, if I take the one that I just did. And then I'll show you the first thing. You've got to concentrate here. So you're going to go round and you're going to make off to the centre. You're just going to make a line every other one like that. If you do that, like so, not bang in the middle.
No.
Off centre.
Yeah.
See, as soon as I'm talking.
You lost your concentration.
Yeah. So you've got to focus on this one, which is really good for you, right? Concentrate. So Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. You can see white, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. So you go all the way around.
Yeah.
Like that. And then what you're going to do, you're going to fill in that side, right? So to go back, the reason that I think it's easier, top tip, to do the lines first, then you just got, once the lines there, you're not going to go wrong.
If you did go wrong, then you've got a bigger area to rub out, haven't you?
Exactly. So, but that's what you're going to do now, is just colour in that bit there. Watch the optical illusion. What we're going to do is change it, right? So it looks like a road.
Yeah.
Now, when Debbie did it, she just coloured it in and then put a little drop shadow on it. It's very pretty too, right? Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just giving you another option.
Yeah.
So you can see, if you look here, this is where I've done the line.
Yeah.
I think you can see that.
You can.
And then I'm just going to go in and colour in that part there. See, once the line is there, sharp grey pencil, you can pick your pencil. Grey is better than black. I'm using warm grey 4. Okay. So you're going to go all the way around like that, let's say. Okay. Once you've done that side, come around the other side. So now the object of the exercise now is to go as close to that edge as you can without colouring in the whole thing. So you're making a little line. Do you see? A bit tight. That one's a bit tight. And then you just go like that. So I find it easier to make the box and then, so go to the box, make the box, and then fill in the backwards.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're just going to take the box to there and then infill.
All of a sudden it's having an impact already.
Yeah. So you can see how that's working, can't you?
Yes, definitely.
Right? So once you've done that, then the next thing is you can, so let's do half of it so you can see. Right, so we'll go to there. You're going to go like that. It's quite nice when you get going. That one's a bit weird. That's okay. Then you go up like that. And you just got to make sure that you leave that optical illusion. See? Like that.
Yeah.
Nearly there now. Well, yeah. See, if you go up, you just got to make sure that you leave a gap. There you go. So I've come over quite a long way on this one. So I'm being careful about how close I go. Do you see? It doesn't take long, does it? So once you've done that, you've gone all the way around, you've done all that. Right. Doesn't it look different?
Nice. Yeah, totally different.
Thing is, now I've done that, right, I'm just going to do the outside as well.
Okay.
I'll use the same pencil.
Yeah.
Right. What I'm going to do now is the other ones, right, I'm just going to do a tiny little bit of shadow on that side as well. So now we're going to make it look tubular. So I'm still on the inside.
Yeah.
Do you see I'm coming up the...
Yeah, just very, very softly.
But not much.
No.
No, nowhere near as much as...
No.
But you can see just by adding that little tiny, breaking that edge there, it's making it look tubular.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're
that?
going around the corner. Yes, definitely.
Come in the other side and do that as well, and you'll find it starts to look really 3D.
Yeah.
So I like doing this kind of thing. And you can see now I could do this in, I'm doing this in grey just to show you the process. Right. But you can see how easy this is. Let's just do 1/2 so you see the difference. There you go. So you can see how easy that is, can't you?
Yes.
Now let's go to our blue turquoise. It's in one of the sets.
That is in the summer collection.
Okay, so let me come in. I can sit down for this one. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to come in and I'll show you like the flower.
Yeah, okay.
So just a little colouring trick. If I take the flower, just going to get started. I want a flat.
Right, okay.
I'm going to go really lightly and I'm going to just go in like so. Maybe leave a bit of white there, so light and shade. Yeah. But instead of using grey, I'm just using a little bit of, there you go, look. So a little bit of shadow there, a little bit of shadow there. Where the lines are, I'm going to add a little bit of blue or a teal, see? So just go in there like so. Break that edge a little bit. You can see what I'm doing, can't you? So now I've got that kind of idea. What I'll do is I'll try and leave that blue, that white there. But now I'm going to just almost not touching. I'm almost not touching.
As if you're tickling the paper.
Yeah, you're tickling it. That's it. So you just, but you know where you're. So now I'm just going to turn my pencil around a little bit so I know that it's a bit darker because it's a bit sharper. And I'm just going to use light feathery strokes just to get the depth going. Do you see?
Yeah.
So, and what I'm doing is I'm moving the pencil around. When it starts to get a little bit blunt, the thing about using polychromos, it's all about layers, 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 layers. And you wouldn't believe how dark and intense you can go. They're quite something, these pencils.
Because I initially thought that you'd use several different pencils to do that.
No,
just the other flower that's completed.
Just one pencil. See, and then if I want to go in a bit darker, there, just take a little bit depth. See, you just keep going. Just add a little bit more depth without making it look too candy cane. So I can come in. I don't want more, but you can see how you can make it pop.
Yeah.
So you just use, and if you don't like, that's the thing about this. If you think, oh, I've overcooked it, then you just go in with you've got choices. You can dry blend with a blending pen.
Yeah.
And then that works really well. Or you can just rub it out if you feel you've gone too heavy. So now, for example, here, I'm just going in and adding a little tiny bit of green at the base of the leaves. See?
I think you borrowed it, Barb.
Oh, haven't I? I haven't got a blending pen. Sorry. I know I'm rubbish at. We've got a lot going on.
I've got a nib.
A nib will do. Give us a nib.
I've got some nibs. But I think you borrowed the pen.
Did I? See, and you can take the nib. It's got a pen holder usually, and you can see how you can just by moving over it, it just smooths out the color really nicely. See? So it's just a way of dispersing the pigment really and smoothing out so it doesn't look so granular. That works really well. There you go. So a nice bit of coloring. Now the other thing, of course, is I can take this and I can add teal to the border as well if I want to. So say for example on this side, because we're definitely working on that side.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a little bit of blue and I'm just going to add a bit of blue to the, you know, the one that's not got the
more open one.
Yeah, the more open one. So you just add a little bit of teal now to that edge. Watch that.
Wow.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
So now it's tying it in beautifully, but I'm only going as far as the line.
The white line that you've created in the secondary panels. Yeah.
So you can go over the grey as well, but look how nice that looks. See? Lightly does it.
Wow.
But it really changes it.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? There, look.
Look at that.
And I haven't even gone in
on the
outside yet, around the outside, because we're going to use a stencil for that one.
Wow.
So now we've got that. Let's say you can see here that I've just done that one side.
Yes.
So what I want to do now is I'm going to go in, because it didn't take long to colour that in, did it?
Not at all.
A little bit of leaf work, 3 pencils, that's all I've used. Now I'm going to use the stencil in the background.
Okay.
Before I start, of course, I've got to cover this one up.
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll take this stencil, this mask, sorry, and I will cover it up completely. That's the magic of the masks, right? So I've covered that up, and now I've done that, I'm going to put the mask. So the mask is going to sit like so. Now this is where the outside of the mask, this is where it comes into its own, because it holds it in place.
Yes.
See, otherwise I'd really struggle. It's hang on, let me get it. They're not symmetrical. You see, they're hand drawn, so they're not. Let me just make sure that I've got the right. Bear with me a minute, because it only goes in one way. That's it. Right. So now you can see where it's going to sit, can't you? So if I took that away, I'd have a real struggle. How would I do that? I can't.
No, because because you haven't got the outside protected.
That's right. But I want to, see, if you look now at this, you'll see that's got that lovely light around the outside, but not around the inside. Do you see what I'm getting at? So it's a double bubble here.
Of course, because you've got the frame on the actual heart itself.
Yes.
Right.
So now if I take that, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm gonna attach this to the card to start with.
Low tack tape on that hinge.
Low tack tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So let's make sure that that's sitting in the right place. That'll do. Right. So that's fine now.
Yeah.
And what I'll do is I'll just trim this bit off and this bit off, just because it makes it easier to monitor my progress. There you go. So I'll take that off. Now I've got a hinge there, you see. Then as I'm working, I can come up, have a look, decide what I want to do, bring it back down again. It'll always sit back on the right place, provided that my hinge is all right.
Yeah.
Right, so then this is going to sit in there. But before I do that, I want to add a little bit of colour in there.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will be white.
Yes.
It will be white.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try it. You see what it looks like.
But all it's going to do, because you've got
it's just going to extend the whiteness.
The whiteness.
Yeah. So now I'm going to take two colours. Let's use two colours. I've got tumbled glass and I've got speckled egg.
Okay.
So these are distress oxides. Let's take the speckled egg. Let's take that one. And let's see what we get. Right, I'm just going to move this out of the way. And let's just ink up this. And I'll just do a really light colour. I mean, you could take something a bit greener. I think this one's a bit more pistachio, it looks like to me. But we'll give it, let's just do this anyway. We're just going to break the whiteness. Yeah?
So stencil brushes, item number 30006.
So we can just break the whiteness around the edge. And if you want to get a shadow going, you just go from one side only. And I'm just concentrating on the outside. So I'm holding it tighter down the bottom. And then I'm just bringing it in like so.
So it's kind of like a halo, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So we'll have a look, see what I've got there. We can always add it, but we can't take it away. So then the other thing I just need to grab is a sponge. So let me just grab one of my spot-on sponges. And then we'll see, it might be very light, but you know, less is more.
Yeah. If you start light, then you can build it up if you need to.
Yeah. So see, what I'm doing is I'm taking the colour off the stencil. This is good to know because, you know, we've got product of the month is stencil. So this is going to be, this is a really nice.
It's going to crisp up those edges,
precursor.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I do that and I turn that over, so you can see, you can see it.
Yeah.
Right. What I can also see is that this isn't exactly right in the right place. So I'm just going to move this again. Once again, showing you that these are very reusable and repositionable. So I just want to make sure that it's in the right place. There you go, that's better. Good. Now I'm going to take my stencil and pop that into place because that I know it fits because it was made to fit.
Yeah.
Right, now, so that it doesn't move while I'm working.
Yeah.
So it's like a mask and a stencil, isn't it?
Isn't it? So it's protecting the outer area.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you'd had just the shape of the stencil, you wouldn't be able to recreate this result. And also, if you were to attach it to your card, you're going to have areas where
I'm going to
you've
do
got
that.
to be really, really careful.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Right. So that I might get a little. Let's have a look. Let's just see. I've got a plan. So now I'm going to go for the tumbled glass.
Yeah.
Bit of a different colour. You could go for lovely pinks. But let's just hold this thought. I'm working on the top half first.
Okay.
Right, and I'm going to just start up here and I'm just going to sweep through. I've just got to make sure that I remember, this is making me remember, right, that I've got masking tape there.
Yeah.
Right, otherwise I'll get a stripe.
Yes.
But what I'm doing is, if I keep sweeping in the same direction, I will end up with a, see the mark?
Yes, that
you get
drop
a shadow.
shadow.
But to do that, I've got to keep sweeping in the same direction.
Yeah.
I'm sweeping in the opposite direction of this one to show you.
Okay.
So let's see if this works. If I keep flick, 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 flick.
Flickety flick.
Yeah. So that gives me a good out. I don't want it to be too, I might have gone too heavy.
Okay.
Right, but we can check that. Then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to stick it down again. It's just to hold it in place.
Yeah.
Now you can see, because it's got ink on here, it doesn't hold.
Yes.
There's nothing that you've done wrong. It just means, so, but you can see how it's going to work, can't you?
I've got a point here. So if you had just had this stencil, one, you'd have to tape it down, but you wouldn't be able to check it, would you?
No. See, this way you can take it out.
Take it out.
See, I really like the idea
of stencil mate.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what I mean as well is, right now I can look at that and I can say, right, I can, you know, that graduation.
Ombre.
So it's all the way down. So what I want to try with this one, instead of doing something like this, which is solid all the way through, so it looks like a proper heart.
Yeah.
Let's see what it looks like if we make the background disappear. You know, like that graduation.
Yeah.
So I've got that now. I've cleaned that off with the sponge. Now I'm going to pop that up there, so that holds that in place now.
Okay.
Right, and now let's see what happens. If I bring this down, now I was going that way because of the drop shadow, wasn't I? So let's see, let's take a bit of blue again, and you just start in the middle, so you're using that as a bit of a launch pad. And then let's see, you can always add more, but I want to see what happens if I take the brush and then I flick that way, so it disappears. There won't be anything here except the.
And the brushes give you that airbrush quality, don't they?
I'm deliberately I'm going in here like so, but I'm lifting up before I get to the bottom. I'll turn it round if you like, and I'll go that way. So you can see, if I go that way, there probably won't be much of the blue there, much of the design, right? And you know what you just said is exactly right. I can lift that off and have a look.
Yeah. And
so I can see exactly.
Stencil mates, you've got your perfect positioning.
Exactly. It's great.
Yeah.
And if I want to sharpen the edges, you know, because sometimes these are good thick stencils, in order to crispen up the image, which we're going to do, and we'll come back at 2 o'clock because we're going to have a stencil session then, right? This is just the precursor to that. But you can see by doing this, let me show you. If you squish into the stencil like this, then what that does is it crispens up this, because you're pushing the ink into the edge.
And that also shows the quality of the spot-on sponges as well. They're not being ruined.
No, not at all.
Breaking.
They're not crumbling.
That's the word.
And also, if you want it to be sharper, this is where the spot-on sponges come into their own. Let's lift this up again, sorry. Right, if you lift it up, you can see if I want it to be a little bit darker, rather than the brush, I can go straight into the ink pad. Right, this is a protective cover, look. Right, and I can come in here now and I can add depth around there. So I'm adding shadow now. If I wanted to take a different color, I could do that too. So you can squeeze, which cleans the ink off the stencil, and you can pounce like this with this, and that will help too. And the brush is what gives you that general wash, airbrush.
Yeah.
So if we take this off now, and I can always replace it, but you can see how, let's lift that away, and let's see if we get the, see, that's rather nice as well, where it just disappears.
It does. It looks as if the imagery is wrapping around, it's encasing it.
And I like that it disappears as well. That looks pretty good.
That's lovely.
So you've got choices, and you can see if we look at the, so you can see what the point is of the mask, because it covers up the area, right? Then of course I can go in with my pen, or my pencil, sorry. Let's take the flat of the pencil, and I can come in here on the side now, on the outside. Just let me come in here. Just let me get my eye in. Right, and I'm just going along that outside edge. Just a tiny little, just got to start it. Once you get it started, you're off. Right, so you're just tiny little, what I'm doing, right, just so that you can see in, let's come in closer, because this is important. To get that drop shadow, what I'm actually doing is tiny, heavy, I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Right up to the edge.
Softly.
But I'm doing it so softly, just circular. Just getting that depth in there like that. Right, just tiny little circular just on that edge there. Now I'm going to come in a bit closer. But it's light. You're hardly touching the paper. Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
So you're going in with a lighter colour on that edge there. Right, little tiny circular motions. Just keep doing that. That's all I'm doing is little circular. You can see that, can't you? Right, and then I'll go in a bit tighter. And now I'll just keep adding another sweep of colour. See how it's changing it?
Yeah.
So the circular ones are actually changing the colour further away from, see, if I do this, like watch, I'll go really slowly. If I do the colour like that, right, then I'm staying quite a long way away from the edge.
It's not a solid colour, which is what you don't want.
It's a shadow. It's like a drop shadow. You know, when we're always adding drop shadows to our artwork in graphics. Like if you take this, you can see that drop shadow. That's electronically introduced, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do, but we're doing it mechanically. Right.
Yeah.
So this is this drop shadow, and I would even you know, if you're doing it by hand, you can make it have even more impact because you can
darken it.
You can darken it. So what you're going to do now is you got your flat side. And then you just, there you go. And you come all the way out. So I've darkened that now, but then you start kissing the actual artwork. See? And then you just go round and round and round. And if you overcook it and you think, oh, that didn't look good, then you take your eraser pencil and you just take it back. Just knock it back, you know? And that's it. And this is probably one of the most therapeutic, relaxing things to do. And you can see how you can make something look really 3D.
Yeah.
You can see how you can make the background with the stencil look really muted. If I wanted this to be really solid and dark, then I would just go longer with a brighter color.
Yeah.
But I was trying to do what Deb did, which was beautiful, with the real muted background.
Soft background.
And she's gone right down to the corner with hers, which looks gorgeous as well. Yeah, so just different tricks.
Isn't it? And I think the beauty of those stencils, which we've got on the screen, to have the stencil mate was a real game changer on this, because all of a sudden now the stencil mate is like a mask.
Yes.
But also that hinge system that you use with a stencil, you'd be really difficult to do that with that, to lift it up.
Well, and look at the artwork. It's completely white around the outside because you've protected it. You couldn't do that with a mask.
You'd have to do that technique with the ruffling of the low tack tape, wouldn't you? But it's still...
There's always a way.
Yeah.
But to have a plate mate, basically, to have a stencil mate is really handy.
It's key for that.
And there's that, you know, like that other piece of artwork where Tina just brushed through the whole, you know,
to make the solid aperture. Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go. That's a little lesson in how to use stencils. And if you come back at 2 o'clock, then we're going to crack on with the tall
April product of the month. Yes.
So do you want to just do a little recap and then we'll call it a day? Thank you so much for joining us, though.
Where do you want to recap? Do you want to go through everything for the month?
I think we'll go to the overhead, to the graphics, and we'll just look at because we're waving goodbye to March.
Okay.
And March, this is still going to be valid. The prices are still good until the 1st of March.
Yeah.
Or the 31st.
Yep.
The product of the month is still good till then.
Yes, indeed.
All the prices, all the special prices and the launch introductory prices and the bundle prices, they will all revert
on the 1st of April.
So this is the chance for you to... No, it's not an April. It's Mark's birthday.
I know. Right, so let's start with the March product of the month. Item number 12304. That's Barbara's Floral Hearts A5 stamp and mask set. Option 1 for your March product of the month. Option 2 are the stencils Barbara's just been using. 01119, £12.98 plus your club discount. Then we have the Groovy version, item number 42621, £12.98. And then the fourth and final option for the March product of the month is 42624, is the Parchment and Paper Pastel Rainbow Duo as well. Then if we have a look at what we launched during the course of March, our brand new releases, the first item is the Japanese Blossom Papers 5x5, item number 31964. Then we have Barbara's Love, Dream and Songbirds collection, the stamps together with the stencils, item number 21262. Then we had the Celebration Sentiment rounds to work alongside those, but also the previous collection with the butterflies and flowers. Then we had the Groovy collection, item number 42626, £29.99 plus your club saving. Then we've got the Groovy Celebration Sentiment rounds, item number 42629. Then, these are lovely again. The Barbara's Dragonflies, Branches, Twigs and Sprigs stamp collection with Earth Elements card pack. £7 saving on that, bringing it down to £53.46. Then, if you want to go for 2 of those packs, item number 31972 with that £2 saving. Then we had the mini Japanese Scene Builder A6 stamp collection with the artisan paper collection. Beautiful. £4.98 saving, item number 21265. And then we've got the Shack Birds, item number 12323, £22.49 plus club saving. And then the final, well, I say we released new stuff today, but technically what we've released in March is Linda's Floral Arrangements MIDI Groovy Plate Quartet. And now we go into the April product of the month, which is your Bookmark Panels A4 Groovy Plate, item number 42631, £25.99. That's option 1. Option 2 is the Decorative Panels Stencil Collection Set 1, item number 01131, £25.96. And then the third offering for April are the Pergamano 6 bookmark sleeves, item number 70131. Now, launched in conjunction with those today, we have the other collection of decorative panel stencils, their landscape form, which is 01132, £25.96. Then we have the other card. These have been sized perfectly to work with those. You get 50 sheets, item number 31975, and that's £7.49. And then finally, all about the words, Tall Feel Good Sentiments A5 and A6 stamp duo, item number 12326. And that has a £5.75 saving, which means you're going to get the A6 set for half price, bringing it down to £26.73. And breathe.
And breathe. And the little Shack Birds. This is what I did in the shack the other day.
It was, wasn't it?
And I just wanted to show you this little fella.
Look at that.
You know when we say that products kind of overlap?
Yes.
So if you just take one of those little characters, and you can see here, I just want to show you, it's just one of the little characters in the birds stamps. So I'll show you how this was constructed. I took this little fella here, stamped, well, actually, I stamped the this bit here onto there.
And you masked off with the low tack, didn't you?
I masked a bit of low tack here just to show you, right? So that you understand, you don't have to use all of it. So you do that like that, right? Then you stamp that bit onto here.
Yeah.
Oh, the joys of transparent stamping. Then you take this little fella and you perch him on there. Then you take that grey pencil and you add a little bit of grey under there, lightly does it. This new paper, artisan paper, takes watercolour and our polychromos like nothing. Look how you can stamp on it. It is so beautiful.
Because you can often get sort of like watercolour paper, and when you stamp on it, it's all bobbly and stuff like that. And
keep smiling.
Yeah.
There it is. It comes from here. And all I did was just take a couple of the pencils. There you go. So the green and the red and a little bit of yellow. And Bob's your uncle.
And you know what? These little, the Bijou version of
beautiful.
They would work. Look,
beautiful.
On that little.
Cheer up, chick.
Cheer up, chick. Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
beautiful.
Which you get half price if you go for the collection of the A5 and the A6 on that.
That's so
cheer
cool.
Up, chick.
Cheer up, chick.
Yeah.
So I just want to show you that tiny little sample, and it's the easiest stamped image. And when you look at how many different stamps you've got in that set, the little baby ones that you can make whole families.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. That's what I wanted to show you. And I just wanted to show off how lovely the ink blends onto that paper. Let me just show you. Look, if I smooth this around, this is that card, the artisan paper, right?
Close on that.
Look how I can smooth this through. Look, it's crazy. It's so accurate and such a pleasure to stamp on and color on. But you can blend it through as if it were oil painting. There you go. It looks like oil. There.
Wow.
Isn't that nice? There you go. That's that little fella.
And if you want some more of those on its own, the item number is 31974. There we go. You get 50 sheets in there.
Keep smiling.
Yeah, definitely.
Keep smiling, and we'll see you at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Lots of love.
Take care. Thanks, Jilly.
Bye-bye now. Thanks,
Bye.
Jilly.